Let me say something that may sound uncomfortable at first. Africa is not only on this continent. Africa is walking in New York. Africa is dancing in Brazil. Africa is surviving in the Caribbean. Africa is speaking with a British accent, an American accent, a Spanish accent, yet still dreaming in drumbeats. My name is not important today. What matters is that I am African, born and raised on this soil. And for a long time, I believed a lie. I believed that Africans in the diaspora were different from us. Not really African anymore. Too loud. Too distant. Too Western. Until life taught me otherwise. This story is not a lecture. It is a folktale of memory, truth, and awakening told from my own eyes. And by the end of this story, I want you to ask yourself one question. What happens when a tree ignores its own scattered roots? Reason 1, we share the same root, even if the branches grew differently. There is a saying where I come from. A river that forgets its source will dry up. Growing up, I thought Africa was a place and the diaspora was a departure from it. But the first time I met Africans from the diaspora, Black Americans, Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos, I felt something strange. Familiarity. Different food. Different music. Different expressions. Yet the laughter sounded like home. The pain sounded old. The pride sounded inherited. That's when I understood something our ancestors already knew. Africa did not lose her children. Her children were scattered. And scattered seeds don't stop being seeds just because the wind carried them far. Reason 2, the diaspora carries memories we were never taught. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Many Africans know what Africa is. But many Africans do not know what Africa survived. The diaspora remembers things we were shielded from. They remember forced forgetting. They remember stolen names. They remember survival without land, language, or lineage. When Africans in the diaspora talk about pain, they are not exaggerating. They are holding memory for all of us. And when we refuse to listen, we lose history twice. Connection is not just cultural, it is educational. Reason 3, division was designed, unity must be chosen. Let me tell you something elders rarely say plainly. The separation between Africans and Africans in the diaspora did not happen by accident. It was designed. If Africans on the continent and Africans abroad ever fully recognized each other, the world order would feel uncomfortable. Because divided people are easier to manage than united ones. When Africans mock accents. When the diaspora mocks the continent. When we reduce each other to stereotypes. We are continuing a system that benefits no African at all. Connection is resistance. Reason 4, we complete each other's strengths. Africans on the continent carry land, language, and tradition. Africans in the diaspora carry global influence, adaptation, and survival wisdom. One has roots in soil. The other has roots in motion. When these two meet, something powerful happens. Not competition. Not correction. But completion. Africa does not need saving. And the diaspora does not need permission. What we need is collaboration. Reason 5, the future is Pan-African, or it is fragmented. Here is the final truth. The future African child will not ask, were you continental or diaspora? They will ask, did you build bridges or walls? If Africans on the continent refuse connection, we shrink our future. If the diaspora gives up on Africa, we weaken our roots. But if we choose connection, Africa becomes more than geography. It becomes a global force with a shared soul. Let me end this folktale the way elders do. There was once a tree whose roots spread across many lands. Some roots drank river water. Some drank ocean mist. Some struggled through dry soil. But the day the roots stopped recognizing each other, the tree began to weaken. Africa is that tree. The diaspora is not the past. The diaspora is not the mistake. The diaspora is the continuation. And the moral of this story is simple. A people that reconnects its roots can never be erased. If this story made you think, sit with it. If it challenged you, good. If it stirred something deep, follow that feeling. Because Africa is calling her children. And this time, the call is going both ways.